Hi dear children, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to discuss the 14th chapter of 10th standard, that is statistics. In this chapter, actually we are discussing the measures of central tendencies, that is mean, mode and median. Okay, in this chapter we are discussing about mean, median and mode. Okay, these three is called central tendencies. Actually, you have a brief idea about this mean, median and mode because it is already discussed in the 9th standard. In this chapter we are going to discuss it in detail. So the first one is mean. Okay, the first one is mean. To calculate mean, we have three different methods. To calculate mean, we have three different methods. The first one is direct method. The first one is direct method. Second one is assumed mean method. Second one is assumed mean method. And third one is step deviation method. So we have three different methods to calculate mean. The first one is direct method, second one is assumed mean method, and third one is step deviation method. Okay, so first we will discuss what is this direct method. Okay, first I am going to discuss direct method to calculate mean. Okay, mean means average. Okay, mean means average. So suppose we have n observations. Okay, suppose we have n observations, that is x1, x2, x3, etc. xn. Okay, let x1, x2, x3, etc. xn be the n observations, and this x1 repeats f1 times, x2 repeats f2 times, x3 repeats f3 times, etc. xn repeats fn times. Okay, this f1, f2, f3, etc. fn is called frequencies. f1, f2, f3, etc. fn is called frequencies. So what we have? We have n observations, that is x1, x2, x3, etc. xn, and corresponding to those n observations we have the frequencies f1, f2, f3, etc. fn. Now we need to calculate the mean of those observations. We need to calculate the mean of those observations, that is mean or average is equal to sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. Sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. Okay, this is mean, actually sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. Now what is sum of all observations? We have x1 f1 times, x2 f2 times, x3 f3 times, and like that xn fn times we have. So the sum of all observations means x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus etc. plus xn fn. Okay, x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus etc. plus xn fn. This is sum of all observations divided by total number of observations, that is f1 plus f2 plus etc. plus fn. So mean of these observations is equal to x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus etc. plus xn fn divided by f1 plus f2 plus etc. plus fn. Okay, now we are going to use one Greek letter, that is capital sigma. Okay, this is the Greek letter capital sigma. It means summation. Instead of writing x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus etc. plus xn fn, we can write it as I is equal to 1 to n, because here we have the values from 1 to n. So I is equal to 1 to n. xi fi divided by summation I is equal to 1 to n fi. summation I is equal to 1 to n xi fi divided by summation I is equal to 1 to n fi. Okay, so this representation we can write it in terms of sigma. Sigma, it means summation. Instead of writing this n terms, we can write it by using sigma. Or this we can write as it is equal to summation xi fi divided by summation fi. Here that I is varies from 1 to n, that is understood. So this is the one formula to calculate the mean if your observations are given like x1, x2, etc. xn, and the corresponding frequencies f1, f2, f3, etc. fn. Then we can calculate the mean of that observations by using the formula summation xi fi divided by summation fi. Okay, now I am going to do one problem by using this formula. That is example number 1 in your textbook. This is example number 1. The marks obtained by 30 students of class 10 of a certain school in a mathematics paper consisting of 100 marks are presented in the table below. Find the mean of the marks obtained by the students. One table is given. Exercise is given, that is 10, 20, 36, 40, 50, 56, 60, 70, 72, 80, 88, 92, 95. Number of student, that means for one student got 10 mark, for one student got 20 mark, for 3 students got 36, 4 students got 40, 3 students got 50, 2 students got 56, 4 students got 60, 4 students got 70, 1 student got 72, 1 student got 80, 2 students got 88, 3 students got 92, 1 student got 95. We need to find out the mean of the marks obtained by these students. Here we need to find out the mean. Okay. For that, we are going to write the given information like the marks, or it is xi, and the second column, that is fi, number of students. And just look at the formula. We know that we need to get xi fi. We need to get xi fi. So the marks, I'm going to write 10, 1, 20, 1, 36, 3, 40, 4, and 50, 3, 56, 2, 60, 4, 70, 4, 72, 1, 81, 88, 2, 92, 3, 95, 1. Okay, this is our given information, and corresponding to these values we need to find fi xi or xi fi. Okay, that means 10 into 1, that is 10, 20 into 1, 20, 36 into 3, 108. Okay, similarly we will find it by it till 95 into 1, 95. Okay, we need to do those calculations. The first column value in this into the second column corresponding value will give the values in the third column, and just add all the values in the third column, that we will get it as 1779, and just add all the values. Okay, just add all the frequencies, and that is 30, and in question itself it is given that 30 students we have. So obviously we will get the sum of the second column is equal to 30. So we got summation fi xi, that is 1779, and summation fi, that is 30. Okay, now we need to find out the mean And our formula is, what is our formula? Mean, it is denoted by x bar. So x bar is equal to summation fi xi. Fi xi is same as xi fi divided by summation fi. And here the summation fi xi is 1779 and divided by summation fi, that is 30. So divided by 30 and this is equal to 59.3. So the mean of the marks obtained is 59.3. Okay, now actually in this question observations is given and the corresponding frequency is also given. Suppose in your question the given information is given in class interval form. What we will do? Okay, suppose in our question the given information is given in the class interval form. Then we will use some other formula. Okay, same formula we can use. Okay, that I will explain first. So suppose your information is given like this. Okay, this is our given information. Class interval and the number of students is given and we need to find out the mean of this. Okay, we need to find out the mean of this information. So class interval is given and the number of students is given. So if you want to find out the mean and if you want to use the same formula, the summation fi xi divided by fi, number of students means frequency. Okay, number of students means frequency, that is given. But what is the value of xi? Fi is given, but what is the value of xi? Okay, if your information is given in the class interval form, then xi we need to find first. Okay, xi we need to find first. That xi is called class mark. Xi is called class mark and it is equal to upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. Okay, xi in the case of class, that is class mark, and this class mark means upper class limit plus lower class limit by 2. Upper class limit plus lower class limit by 2. Okay, so the given information, the first class interval is 10 to 25. Okay, the second one is 25 to 45. The third one is 25 to 40. The third one is 40 to 55. And it is 55 to 70, 70 to 85, 85 to 100. Okay, this is our class. Now we need to find out the class mark. Okay, class mark, that is our xi. The class mark, that is our xi, and it is lower class limit plus upper class limit, lower class limit plus upper class limit, all divided by 2. Okay, lower class limit plus upper class limit all divided by 2, that is our xi. So frequency is also given, that is fi. For the first one frequency 2, second one 3, third one 7, fourth one 6 and fifth one 6. The last one is also 6. Since we have the 30 students, the summation we will get it as 30. Okay, just add it, you will get it as 30. Now I am going to find out the xi. Now just look at your first class interval, that is 10 to 25. So what is the lower class limit? That is 10 plus the upper class limit, that is 25 divided by 2. 10 plus 25 divided by 2. What is that? 35 by 2. Okay, this is equal to 17.5. Now second one, 25 plus 40 divided by 2. 25 plus 40 is 65. 65 divided by 2, we will get it as 32.5. Now third one, 40 plus 55 divided by 2. 40 plus 55 divided by 2. This is 95. 95 by 2 is 475. And similarly, we will get the next one as 62.5. 77.5, 92.5. Okay, here we have one extra column to calculate xi, and that xi means class mark, and we will calculate that class mark equal to lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2. So now we got fi and xi. So the direct method we can apply. If you want to apply the direct method, next step we need to find fi xi. Okay, we need to find fi xi. Okay, so second column into third column, that we will get fi xi. Okay, so just look at this table what is given in your textbook. Xi we got, then fi xi, just multiply that 2 into 17.5, that we will get it as 35. 3 into 32.5, 97.5. 7 into 47.5, that is 332.5. 6 into 62.5, that is 375.0. 6 into 77.5, that is 465. And 6 into 92.5, that is 555. And just add all the values in that column, that we will get it as 1860. And summation fi already we know, that is 30. And by using the direct method, x bar is equal to summation fi xi divided by summation fi, and this is equal to 1860 divided by 30. 1860 divided by 30, and this is equal to 62. Okay, so by using direct method we got the mean, that is equal to 62. Now we are going to discuss the next method, that is assumed mean method. Okay, next method, that is assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. Okay, so the formula in this case, that is x bar is equal to a plus summation fi di divided by summation fi. Okay, in assumed mean method, the mean is equal to a plus summation fi di divided by summation fi. Okay, then what is this a and what is this d? Di, it means xi minus a. Di means xi minus a, and this a, that is our assumed mean. A, that is equal to assumed mean. So in assumed mean method, the formula to find out the mean, that is equal to a plus summation fi di divided by summation fi. Fi means frequency, that will be given in your question. Then di means xi minus a, and what is this a? That is our assumed mean. Okay, that a, you can take any value from your xi column. Okay, a, you can take any value for a from your xi column. Okay, so I am going to explain one problem by using this method, assumed mean method. That same problem I am going to take. We got the mean in the last problem, that is 62, by using the direct method. Now we are going to do it by using the assumed mean method. 40 to 55, 55 to 70, 70 to 85, and 85 to 100. Okay, this is our given class intervals, and frequencies is also given in that question, that is 2, 3, 7, 6, 6, 6. The sum of this is summation fi is equal to 30. Now xi means class mark, upper limit, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Xi means class mark, that is lower limit plus upper limit by 2, and that we will get it as 17.5, 32.5, 47.5, 62.5, 77.5, and 92.5. Now di. Okay, di is what? Xi minus a. Di is xi minus a. Now what is this a? As I said, you can choose any value from this xi column for that a. You can choose any value for that a from xi column. Okay, here we are going to take this almost middle value. This is not exactly the middle value, almost middle value. You can choose a is equal to 17.5, no problem. A is equal to 32.5, no problem. 47.5, no problem. 62.5, 77.5, 92.5. If you choose a is equal to any value from that xi column, you will get same x bar, same mean. No problem. Here I am going to choose almost the middle value. Okay, because we have the we have the 6 observations, so I'm going to choose the third one. Okay, third one as the a. So that is, here we will have xi minus 47.5, xi minus 47.5, and that column we will get it as. Okay, this is our table, and if a is equal to 47.5, we will get di is equal to minus 30, minus 15, 0, 15, 30, 45. Okay, that 17.5 minus 47.5. Okay, that is 30. 32.5 minus 47.5, that is minus 15. 47.5 minus 47.5, 0. 62.5 minus 47.5, 15. 77.5 minus 47.5, 30. 92.5 minus 47.5, 45. So we got di. Now fi di. Okay, just multiply the second column and the fourth column, that we will get it as minus 60, minus 45, 0, 90, 180, 270. Now just take the sum of that column, that is 4, 3, 5. Okay. Now we will use our formula. What is our formula? X bar is equal to a plus summation fi di divided by summation fi. A, we took it as 47.5 plus summation fi di. Okay, summation fi di, the sum of the last column is 435. Okay, 435 divided by, we know that the frequency, that is 30, and this you will get it as 47.5 plus 14.5. This is equal to 62. By using direct method, we got x bar is equal to 62. By using this assumed mean method, then also we got x bar equal to 62. Okay. If you choose xi is equal to some a is equal to some other value from that xi column, then also you will get x bar is equal to 62.